Hi, welcome back, and thank you for coming to check out this video entitled, Why the Scapula? So the purpose of this video is to talk about and explain why we are focusing so much on our scapula, because I believe it's so important to understand why you're doing what you're doing to give you the motivation to carry through. So all that being said, the scapula is our shoulder blade and back, and it looks like this. This would be my left scapula. So it creates this wing that we often feel and know, but underneath, as it climbs up, it creates a socket. And inside that socket fits our humerus, and our humerus is our upper arm. So this is our scapula, and we are targeting it for two main reasons. First, we absolutely need it to be stable for our posture, right? So as our scapula gets weak, the muscles that attach it from the inside border to the spine can get weak and long. And when that happens, it starts to fall forward and tilt down. So similar to this, right? That forward posture. So we absolutely need to strengthen the muscles that attach that medial border to the spine to pull it back and down and to tuck it into its correct position. So all of those exercises where we are pulling back and down, that is what we are doing, and that is why we are targeting those. Now, it's also important to stabilize that scapula on all sides. So there's a muscle that also runs to the front of the body as well as tucks in the back, and that's called the serratus anterior. If that muscle is weak, your scapula wings out. So that is another stabilizer we need to target. And that muscle we target when we what's called protraction, when we lengthen that arm, which is what we've been doing so much on, is lengthening it and reaching. So that is why we've been focusing on that movement as well. Now, not only are we targeting our scapula for posture, but if you look at this model, the humeral head, the way it sits in it, they absolutely have to work together. This humerus, your arm, cannot operate independently from your scapula. In fact, approximately for every 2 degrees of movement at your humerus, you need about 1 degree of movement in the scapula, because as you reach up, they work together. So, all that being said, we absolutely need to position that scapula correctly, as well as stabilize the muscles from the scapula to the humerus to stabilize it in place. When your scapula is, they call it malaligned, when it's not stable and it's in that downward or forward tilted position, it can create impingement here on top of this humerus. They can hit each other, and that impinges on nerves that can go all the way down your arm. Or the muscles that go around this humerus to the scapula, they're called the rotator cuff because they create that cuff. They can get torn or damaged just because your scapula is malaligned. There's also tendon injuries as well as exacerbation of arthritis. So for all of those reasons, it's so important that we target our scapula for our posture and to stabilize our arm. So I hope that provides some insight as well as some motivation to follow through and carry on targeting, strengthening, and stabilizing that scapula. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to some more educational videos ahead.